Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Garrosh. After months and months and months of community outcry, he was finally changed. He was the most popular character in the game by thousands and thousands and thousands of games, but not because he was being played, because he was being banned in every single Hero League match basically since his release. It was astonishing that the most popular character in the game was also the character that was never played. You could not play him. You know, at least in Hero League. You could always queue up a quick match. But what they did was made it so Groundbreaker no longer pulls enemies into Garrosh. Instead, when you do that frontal cone AoE, it's a 0.75 second stun, and then they're slowed by 30% for 2 seconds. Honestly, I think that's a pretty respectable amount of crowd control. I have not played Garrosh in quite some time. I have not played him since the changes, and I wanted to take a look at those today just to kind of see how he felt. I'm going in with a little bit of bias though, because number one, I hate Garrosh, and number two, I know that everyone's like feedback already from it was that they killed the character, right? I know a lot of people think that Garrosh is dead now. I just wanted to give it a go to form my own opinions. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves at the tomb of the Spider Queen today. The friendly team, Garrosh, Cigar, Li Ming, Varian Rin, and Ariel. The enemy team, Illidan, Lucio, Kerrigan, Genji, and ETC. Actually, pretty even matchup here. I would say we have a little bit more lane clear, and they have a little bit more damage, but presumably if I use my crowd control properly, we should be fine, right? So, the go-to talent at level 1 used to be Unrivaled Strength. It would increase the Wrecking Ball's throw range and the damage that it dealt. But I actually don't think we want to increase our throw range. So instead, I think either Body Check would be the way to go, or Warbreaker. I'm going to go with Warbreaker because I want to land my stun a little bit more often. So how this works now is you throw someone behind you, and then the idea is that you then immediately drop your Q behind you as well. The throw range that you actually bring a person back into is the same range as your Groundbreaker, which again is that frontal cone AoE. So we should be able to not only continue to crowd control people, but we have to use our throw in a different way. And we should be able to do that no problem. We just have to get close to someone, use our Wrecking Ball ability, our E ability, and make sure we're throwing them behind us. And that should be a guaranteed stun every time. I think, anyway. Or we could just walk right up to him. I mean, I don't really know the rules here. Like I said, this is my first time playing Garrosh after his changes. My first time playing Garrosh in quite some time. I don't really know the ins and outs of what I can and cannot do. So we're exploring that together today! That was a terrible throw. But hey, he interrupted my Groundbreaker. That's another thing that's always really bothered me about Garrosh. His Q ability used to be so impactful, but if it got interrupted, it didn't go on any kind of like a mini cooldown or anything like that. It was just, hey, by the way, you could just cast that again right away. Like, his Q ability was always just ready to go. That really bothered me. I thought that was one of the most busted things about him, to be totally honest. So, can we do anything to Kerrigan here? I don't think so. Can we do anything to ETC? We could try. I mean, I haven't actually done the throw behind me stun combo yet. I seem to keep messing it up. I'm not too sure why. But, you know, we'll kind of see how it goes. If you've never played Garrosh before, his Q ability is that stun and slow combo. His E ability does reposition enemy players. And his W is a heal for... I actually need to look into that. I don't know how... Okay, that doesn't seem to be working. That was definitely far enough away that it should have thrown him quite a distance. Oh, we'll see. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm going to go for basic attacks, reduce the cooldown of Bloodlust, because I want to get as much healing out of this character as I can versus these enemy players. Now, as we take damage on Garrosh, we are going to be gaining some pretty significant amounts of armor, which help us stay alive quite a bit. Means that we can go in and trade where other characters maybe can't quite do that. Okay, so maybe I was under the wrong impression with this ability. Maybe I did have to pick up the Unrivaled Strength. Oh, well. Live and learn, buddies. Live and learn. They might be turning it down here. I'll see if I can interrupt that. I sure can. It wasn't very many butts that they were trying to get in, but any kind of interrupt at this point is going to be one that I'm pretty happy with. You'll notice that I'm not really focusing on laning at all. I'm just trying to roam around to where I might be helpful and try to help the team secure some kind of kill in that capacity. Looks like top lane is under a lot of siege right now. Illidan missing. Even if he's doing this camp, I don't think I can stop him, but I'm kind of curious now. Oh, he just went back. He just backed up a little bit. Kerrigan moving in the middle lane right now. We can stun her here and hopefully pick up a kill with the help of our Li Ming. Li Ming did trade a little bit too hard and was taken down as Illidan did re-engage. My throw there did absolutely nothing. I can't tell you why. I'm actually really curious why my throw there did absolutely nothing. So, like I said, maybe the range increase was needed. We'll see. We'll see. I do want to go for... Versus this team, I actually might want Oppressor. I think that might be fun. Just attacking this enemy team will make it so Genji can't deal very much damage. Kerrigan can't deal very much damage. And that's just every time we auto-attack for 2.5 seconds. We reduce the target spell power by 40%. That sounds fun. Now, we don't get into the fray, which is usually the go-to, because it allows you to, move your allies away from danger. In most situations in quick match, your allies are their own worst enemy. So, for instance, this variant here, we could potentially throw him to safety if we had different talents. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not working. But whatever, I'm not going to dwell on that anymore. I thought that was the combo. That is, a viable way to play him. I guess if you do get the range increase, you can throw people behind you and stun them. But clearly we're not doing that. Now let's try to stun here. He did a good job of dodging that. We could just auto-attack that Genji and heal up. Every time we auto-attack, we're lowering the cooldown of that heal, so we can heal more often. Pretty bad Q. So we've landed 3 Qs right now, which I'm going to be honest isn't too many, but it looks like we will secure a kill on that Lucio right there. Genji doing some fancy footwork. I think we're going to let him go. Grab that region globe. Grab this region globe. And then we do have enough to turn in. But I don't know if I have enough to actually help with the turn in. I was just trying to dodge his E ability there. Threw him to the left, then move to the left, assuming he would expect me to move to the right. I guess it didn't really matter because I lowered his damage so much, and I also had a massive amount of armor from our trade. I'll just go ahead and grab these boys, don't mind me. And over you go. All right, good fight. Oh no, please kill him. I was so confident. That ETC is using his power slide pretty liberally. He's not afraid to go in. The friendly team does get the first turn in of the game. We are now level 10 to the enemy team's level 9, and we are going to pick up our taunt at level 10. This means I'm going to be able to keep a lot of these enemies still for, I believe, 2 seconds. Is it 2 seconds? Yeah, it's an AoE silence around me for 2 seconds. Let's throw a stun here, try to make something happen. Looks like ETC is going to power slide away once again. Kerrigan stepping out a little bit there. Was a decent taunt opportunity, actually. Okay. I'm not going to overextend here. We're doing pretty well in the bottom lane. We got a lot of value from Zagara just pushing that. She did go a little too far, though, and was punished for it. Oh, I missed my taunt on Genji. No. No. Now, luckily, Warlord's Challenge only has a 50-second cooldown, so we're going to have that taunt up again. But I was really hoping to be able to just silence that Genji there, keep him still, and then have my team blow him up. Didn't quite work out that way. The enemy team has picked up their heroic their heroic abilities. They do have Mosh Pit on the enemy team, Hunt on the enemy team, so we do need be a little careful about grouping up. That being said, their ATC has been pretty spammy with his Q. He did manage to land that Mosh Pit there, though, and it looks like our whole team is going to be taken down. I was trying to just focus Lucio to maybe secure something, because it's not looking too good, boys. It's not looking too good. Let's go ahead and use abilities, throw him around, try to deal some damage before I die, because we're definitely not getting out of there. Zagara is staying down in the top lane, or excuse me, bottom lane. Doing a little bit of pushing there. Backing up to... I mean, does she have Maw or does she... No, she does have Nidus. It's just an extremely safe Nidus. Okay. Okay. So, it looks like she's just wanting to split push. So, we might have to bring these fights down to her. In the early game, Zagara has a hard time being super global because it's difficult to actually get those Nidus worms out on the map everywhere. Our friendly variant decided to go for Twin Blades. I'm not going to say I hate that, but I would definitely have preferred a Colossus Smash. Set on Genji here. We'll try to throw him backwards as well. We don't have the taunt quite yet. We do have it momentarily, but I don't think I can actually get in range to use it on any of these guys. Illidan is stunned. Now we taunt! But all of our damage decided to lead. Lucky Twin Blades variant was able to secure that kill. Nicely done. So I guess my takeaway from this is that... Garrosh does definitely play different. I've definitely picked up on that. He's not the same monster that he used to be. But is he a dead character? I mean, I don't think so. I think I've been pretty effective this game. I mean, I can't do anything to save this variant, but even the Garrosh of old couldn't have done anything to save that variant. You know, people want to dive into 5 people, or 4 people in that situation. Like, dive way too hard. I can't pull him off. I could never pull him off before. That being said, this Twin Blades variant's getting a ton of value. He's getting a lot of kills. Maybe I could stun Genji. Couldn't stun Genji, but oh, there's my daily screen freeze for the day, brought to you by Blizzard Entertainment and NVIDIA drivers. We like to take a second to thank our sponsors for this screen freeze today. Okay, I do have a talent to pick up. We are going to go for whenever we stun, we gain a shield. So hopefully, you know, we can do that relatively often. Gonna try to secure a kill on Genji. Hey, it worked with the taunt, with the Q stun. It ended up actually being successful. This isn't gonna be a mosh pit, right? I'm trying to get through here, but with the amount of body blocks that they have, it is gonna be very difficult to do. Still somehow staying alive, Oh my god, this Ariel is doing so much work. Good job. Wow. Wow. That cooldown reduction from our W really paid off there too. I think the damage reduction from spells really paid off there. Our build's kind of coming into its own, and we survived a massive amount of stuff. We really should not have lived through that. We really should not have lived through that. Zagara is still roaming around the map, getting camps on every side of the screen. We're at 13 stacks on our quest. Once we finish this quest, we are going to go ahead and taunt here. Beautiful. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yo, that was fun. That was fun. Okay, so one of my big problems with Garrosh before was I always felt like he just kind of actively ruined the fun of other players. An enemy player didn't even have to overextend by conventional means, right? Like an assassin, let's say Vala, could be in a position where Vala should be. The range that Vala can actually deal damage in. But Garrosh would completely, like, just negate her good positioning versus any other tank and throw her into Garrosh and get her killed. Now, you could say good positioning is positioning versus, you know, the target you're playing against, and I do think that's true. But it was such a drastic shift from every other character in the game that I think it ooh, 4-man taunt here. Ooh, that I think it actively, like, punished people for just playing how they were taught to play, which is weird, you know? It's really strange. Didn't miss the stun there, but Varian did charge in. Are we going to be able to finish Lucio off? He's very fast, but so is Twin Blades Varian, apparently. We're going to go for increase on Groundbreaker slow. I don't know how much of an increase it actually is, but I'm curious. I don't think I could secure this, but Zagara, hey, there she is, yeah. Good job. Good job, team. We could boss right now. We could turn in right now. We basically have all the options. But it looks like we're pushing, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Li Ming is going to clean up that bottom lane down there. We might be able to get this before they spawn. Yeah, it looks like we'll at least be able to pressure it. Mosh is on cooldown. I think I interrupted Mosh that last fight, but not by much. Like, it was almost done anyway. Could have been a bit more on top of that. At level 20, we can make it so we get a full cooldown reset on our taunt. if someone dies while we're taunting. Whoa, burped halfway through that. That was attractive. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We can get reset on that taunt, or we could get Titanic Might, where Wrecking Ball throws an additional enemy. That's what I was going to do. Oh, they're on boss right now. They're on boss right now. They were literally they're doing it right now, team. I'm pinging assist. We need assistance. Looks like ETC did finally get off of it. He won't have Mosh Pit. Gonna go ahead and taunt here so Varian can get away. Try to stun for the shield. Let's go ahead and interrupt that mosh. Stun here on Lucio was interrupted by the knockback of ETC. Wow. Wow. Stun on ETC there. Oh, I went to throw him back, but I actually hit a minion instead. It does hit the closest target to you, and that one just happened to be ETC there. Killing Lucio with the stun did give us a pretty nice shield to work with. Genji's gonna nope right the fuck out of there. And it looks like Varian's still trying to solo that boss. Zagara down in the bottom lane is going to gather a keep for the friendly team there. She definitely needs to be careful, though. Illidan is engaging on her, and I imagine she's not going to get too much. He actually backed off. Oh, my goodness. If I was at Illidan, I would have never left. I'm going to go for Death Wish because my throws have been just abysmal. Just really, really bad. I'm going to go into try mode after this and kind of try to show you guys what I was talking about with that stun. Because I tried it before this game and it worked every time, but using it against players, I guess, is a different animal. Let's try to stun the CTC so Ariel can jump back just a little bit. The Aegis does go out. We're going to go ahead and taunt in here. Didn't get a kill, but it was a pretty good taunt nonetheless, I would say. Li Ming getting some resets on the back line there. I'd say we're in a pretty good spot. I was going to try to move back to hit him with a Q here, but kind of missed the opportunity. Well, we're in a position where every lane is pushing. We have a 3-level advantage, and it's looking like we're going to be able to take this one. Twin Blades Varian is kind of like Illidan, where he can sustain for quite some time when he is on the core like this. But it looks like the friendly team wanting to back up at least for a little bit. The enemy team's so weak here. They're so squishy. Illidan will not make it out of this. Oh, Li Ming actually killed Genji there as well. You know, I could have thrown her away. I could have done that. There's the stun. Nope, didn't stun. Oh my god, I let you down. I let you down. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh no, now I'm gonna die. Oh, this is unfortunate. Hey, maybe Zagara could get to me. I mean, I am lowering their damage a lot, right? Let's go ahead and taunt. Maybe Zagara can get to me. Nope. She didn't want to. She's just getting camped. She's like, the core's at 44%. Fuck that. Ariel's up at boss for some reason. I mean, I do think... I mean, if these two go for boss, they might as well be giving it to the enemy team if they check it at all. But there's so much core pressure on their core right now that they might be okay. No, she's just ignoring everything. That looks like a no. Is she gonna make it out? Am I a believer right now? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that Mutalisk can still get the kill. Whoa, man. Whoa. Didn't see that one coming. Her build's not that out of the ordinary. Wow. Okay. All right, Zagara. I mean, you do you. I mean, clearly you know better than me. Clearly. Looks like the Twin Blades and the Ariel are going to be able to secure boss, no problem. It's going to be pushed to the top lane. Core's already at 41% with full shields, so the boss alone should be able to get through this. The enemy team does have their storm talents now, though. They are level 20. So if they are going to defend, now would be the time. We are catching Kerrigan a bit out by herself. That was going to be a pretty decent stun, goddammit, I swear. Let's go ahead and use our taunt here to keep these guys still. And we should get almost a full reset off of that. It was like a 4-second cooldown. because the Kerrigan died while she was taunted. So let's go ahead and taunt ETC. Now we get another reset. 5-second cooldown, we can taunt again. And if we continue to keep this going, we can just keep people still for Li Ming to blow up. That's really fun. I really like that. That's really good. So during this game, I would say that I punished people that overextended quite well. I would say I was pretty good at that. My throw combo didn't quite work out like I expected. Apparently we got the best killing spree. I like that damage reduction talent on our auto attack. That's a big deal. We actually survived through a lot of stuff that I don't think I would have been able to survive through otherwise. If you want to follow along at home, the talents I used today was Warbreaker, Into Thirst for Battle, Oppressor, Warlord's Challenge, Defensive Measures, Rough Landing, and Death Wish. And I do want to show you guys the... Ooh, that's not him. I do want to show you guys the combo I was talking about because it worked just fine in try mode. I went in and I looked at it and I made sure that I could actually talk about that in the video, but maybe I actually did pick the wrong talent. Or maybe I was just throwing people incorrectly that entire game. Like I said, I'm definitely no Garrosh expert, so we'll have to see. I guess my talents don't really matter here. So, yeah, that's how it should have worked. I don't know why it wasn't working like that. So you can throw someone behind you and then immediately combo off of that with your Q. This is without the range increase at level 1. So I'm really unsure what I was doing wrong that whole match. But, you know, I guess your effectiveness may vary. It shouldn't. It should just kind of work every time. No, that one missed because he was running towards me. I didn't cast it fast enough. As long as you cast it right when you throw someone for the maximum distance, even if they're on the other side. Okay, I know what I did wrong that time. Oh well, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Garrosh might be a character that I play every now and then. That didn't seem too bad. That didn't seem too bad. Especially in coordinated comps, I think he could be really cool. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.